Good morning, dear students. Today we'll continue with chapter 5, periodic classification of elements. Students, in the last class we discussed about two early attempts for the classification of elements. One was Dobryner's triad, one of the system of classification of element, and second system of classification, which this Dobryner's triad. The system of classification was applicable only for 4 triads. So it was rejected, and then came Newland forward to classify the elements. And his system of classification was called Newland's law of octaves. And at the time of Newland, 56 elements were known, but his system of classification was applicable only for lighter elements up to atomic mass 40, means up to calcium. For heavier elements, atomic mass greater than 40, that system of classification was not applicable. So that was also rejected due to some limitations. Then came forward Mendeleev. He is a Russian chemist, Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. Russian chemist Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. He came forward to do the classification of elements. And at the time of Mendeleev, 63 elements were known. And what he did, his basis of classification was based on two things. First, atomic mass, and second, similarity in the formula of hydrides and oxides of the elements. These 63 elements. What was the basis of classification that Mendeleev took? That was one, atomic mass, and second, similarity in formula of oxides and hydrides of the elements. Okay. So what he did, at the time of Mendeleev, 63 elements were known. So he took 63 cards, and on each card, 63 cards he took, and on each card he wrote the properties of each element. And one more thing he wrote the formula of oxides and hydrides of those elements in that card. Once he completed this procedure, then he sorted out the elements which had similar properties. And those cards he pinned up one after the other in vertical column on the wall. And when he did so, what he found, the elements automatically got arranged in increasing order of atomic mass. Means hydrogen atomic mass 1, then helium atomic mass 4. At the time of Mendeleev, noble gases were not discovered. Later on it was discovered. Then lithium, then beryllium. Increasing atomic mass, the elements automatically got arranged. So he gave a law. Mendeleev's, based on this, he gave a law that was called Mendeleev's periodic law. What was it called? Mendeleev's periodic law. Once again I repeat, at the time of Mendeleev, how many elements were known? 63 elements. What was his basis of classification? Two things he kept in mind. One is atomic mass. Second, similarity in the formula of hydrides and oxides of those elements. So what he did, he took 63 cards. On each card, he wrote the properties of each element, also the formula of hydrides and oxides of each element in each card. After that, he sorted out the elements which had similar properties, and those elements, those cards, he pinned up one after the other in vertical column on the wall. This way, when he arranged, he saw that the elements, most of the elements got automatically arranged in increasing order of atomic mass. Like if atomic mass 1, that element first, atomic mass 4, that element next, then atomic mass 7. Next, this way, in increasing order of atomic mass, the elements got automatically arranged. So, based on this, he gave a law that was called Mendeleev's periodic law. And what is Mendeleev's periodic law? According to this law, the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. The physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Means, periodic function means after regular interval, elements with similar properties repeated. So when elements were arranged in increasing order of atomic mass, it means this statement, when elements were arranged in increasing order of atomic mass, then after regular interval, elements with similar properties reoccurred. Means all those elements came under one vertical column whose properties were similar. So this way the study of elements, the 63 elements, to study the property of each and every element, it is very difficult. But this way when it got arranged, means all the elements in one vertical column, their properties are similar. So if you know the property of one element, you can predict the properties of other element. This way the study become easy. So what is Mendeleev's periodic law? The physical and chemical properties, three things you keep in mind. The physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Means, when elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic mass, then after regular interval, elements with similar properties reoccurred. This repetition of properties after regular interval is called periodicity in properties. This repetition in properties after regular intervals, that is called periodicity in properties. Okay. And this is very important. This is asked, what is Mendeleev's periodic law? So write the statement. So keep in mind Mendeleev's periodic law, atomic mass, based on atomic mass. So the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic mass. So it means all the elements which come under one vertical column, their properties are similar. One more thing, the formula of their oxides and hydrides are also similar. For example, one vertical column, this is group 1. Some elements I have written here, not all the elements. Lithium, sodium, potassium, they come under one vertical column, one group, group 1. And what is the formula of their oxides and hydrides? General formula he has given, because the formula of oxides and hydrides of all the elements of that vertical column is similar. So he gave a general formula, R2O RH. R represents the element. So if lithium, its oxide will be Li2O, lithium oxide, and hydride will be LiH, lithium hydride. If I take sodium of that group, oxide, formula of sodium oxide will be Na2O, and sodium hydride NaH. Next, if I take potassium of that group, then formula of potassium oxide K2O and formula of potassium hydride KH. It means all the elements which come under one group whose properties are similar, their formula of oxides and hydrides are also similar. One more example I take, second vertical column group, 2 elements, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, more elements are there. I have written only 3 just now to explain you. So general formula given to this group for oxides and hydrides, RO and RH2. R represents the element of that group. So beryllium oxide formula will be BeO, and beryllium hydride formula will be BeH2. BeH2. Magnesium, oxide of magnesium, magnesium oxide MgO, and hydride of magnesium, magnesium hydride MgH2. Then calcium CaO and calcium hydride CaH2. So what you find? All the elements which come under one group, one vertical column, their properties are similar. Second thing, the formula of their hydrides and oxides are also similar. So he gave a general formula for the oxides and hydrides of those elements which come under one group, one vertical column. Okay, so what is Mendeleev's periodic law? The physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic function of their atomic mass. Periodic function means after regular interval, elements with similar properties reoccur. So this statement means when elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic mass, then after regular interval, elements with similar properties reoccur. This repetition of properties of elements after regular interval, that is called periodicity in properties. Clear? And at the time of Mendeleev, how many elements were known? 63 elements. And at the time of Newland, how many elements were known? 56 elements. All these things, students, you have to keep in mind. Clear?